Good morning to all. Welcome to e-lessons. Myself, Ramatenki Rajava, lecturer in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, GMR Polytechnic, Utnur, Adilabad district. I am going to teach you Power System 3, Switchgear and Protection. On completion of this class, you would be able to understand transformers, generators, zones of protection, faults, earth faults, grounding faults, face-to-face fault, line-to-line faults, and rotor stator faults. And last one is conclusion. Introduction. The two major items of equipment in a power system are the generators and transformers. They have very high chance of fault occurrence and usually takes much time and money to repair the damage. The two major items of equipment in a power system are the generators and transformers. They have very high chance of fault occurrence and usually takes much time and money to repair the damage. Next one, fault and abnormal conditions. First one, generator. Overcurrent, over voltage, under voltage, under frequency, unbalanced current, loss of extension, reverse power, winding interturn fault, winding earth fault, etc. Transformer, overcurrent, winding interturn fault, excessive temperature rise, unbalanced current over flexing, etc. Motors, overcurrent, under voltage, unbalanced current, winding short circuit, starter earth fault, etc. Transmission line, single phase to ground fault, phase to phase fault, three phase to ground fault, overcurrent, etc. Next one is zones of protection. Regions or zones, a power system that can be protected adequately with a fault recognition and removal resulting in isolation of a minimum amount of equipment. Requirements. All power system elements must be encompassed by at least one zone. Zones of protection must overlap to prevent any system element from being unprotected. Zones of protection. So first one is busbar protection, second one generator protection, third one subtrains line protection, fourth one feeder protection, fifth one transformer protection. G means generator. Faults occurring in a transformer, open circuit faults, earth faults, phase to phase faults, interturn faults, overheating. Faults occurring in a transformer, open circuit faults, earth faults, face to face faults, interturn faults, overheating. Factors in choosing protective gear for a transformer: size of the transformer, type of cooling, system where used, importance of service for which it is required. First one is the size of the transformer, second one type of cooling, third one system where used, importance of service for which it is required. Next one, Buccalo's protection. Also known as gas accumulator relay, commonly used on all oil impressed transformer provided with a conservator. It is used for protection of oil filled transformer from incipient faults below oil level. This is installed between the transformer tank and conservator. It is a gas actuated relay. It operates when the generation of a gas is due to any internal fault of the transformer, so as give an alarm and to disconnect the transformer from supply mains. In case of severe internal fault, see the circuit diagram construction. It has an oil tight container. It has an oil tight container fitted with two internal slots which operate mercury switch connected to external alarm and tripping the circuits. In normal condition, the relay is completely filled with oil. Buccalo's relay, see the diagram. A conservator filling the whole visible level. Last one is the test clock. This one is the left side conservator from transformer inlet, and this one is the mercury switch. And working principle: whenever a fault takes place in a transformer, the oil in the tank gets overheated and gases are formed. When minor or incipient fault occurs in the transformer, generator generates a small bubbles of gas. This gas bubbles while passing upward towards the conservator get trapped in the relay. Thereby, a fall in oil level takes place. Due to this, the upper flat tilts and the alarm circuit is closed through the mercury switch and thereby gives an alarm to the operator. When severe fault like short circuit occurs in the transformer, large volume of gases are generated which rushes fastly to the conservator through the relay. Due to this, the lower flat is tilde and in turn closes the trip circuit of circuit breaker, thereby disconnecting the transformer from the supply. Disconnecting the transformer from the supply. Advantages of Bucklow's relay. It is the simplest form of transformer protection. It is the simplest form of transformer protection. It detects the incipient faults of transformer at much earlier stage when compared to other forms of protection. And limitations of Bucklow's relay. It can be used only for transformers with conservators. It can be used only for transformers with conservator. Only faults below oil level are detected. Only faults below oil level are detected. These are transformer construction, working principle, advantages and limitations. Next one, core balance leakage protection. This system is used to provide protection against earth faults and high voltage winding. When earth fault occurs, the sum of the three currents is no longer zero and a current is induced in the secondary of the CT, causing the trip relay to operate and isolate the transformer from the bus bars. So see the diagram. So RYB three phases. So this is the secondary side and primary side. These are current transformer, circuit breakers, HV bus bars, high voltage bus bars, and current transformer connected to relay operating coil and power transformer secondary coil and trip coil. The core combined leakage and overload protection. The core balance protection cannot provide protection against overload. It is usual practice to provide combined leakage and overload protection. Protection for transformer. The overload relays have it arranged to operate against faults between the phases. The earth relay has and operates under earth faults only. In this system, two overload relay and one earth relay are connected. The two overload relays are sufficient to protect against phase to phase faults. Two overload relays and one earth relay are connected in this diagram. The two overload relays are sufficient to protect against phase to phase faults. The trip contacts of overload relays and earth fault relay are connected in parallel. Overload relay and earth fault relay are connected in parallel. Therefore, the energizing of either one of them, the circuit breaker will tripped. Secondary RYB phases, secondary side and primary side overload, two overloads, and one is the earth relay. Three phases RYB, these are current transformers. Next one, transformer protection. Overheating. Normal maximum working temperature is equal 95 degrees Celsius. 8 to 10 degrees Celsius rise will reduce the life of the transformer. Overcurrent. Fuses for distribution transformer overcurrent relaying for 5 MVA and above. Characteristics must be below the damage curve, must be above magnetizing inrush. Transformer protection. Oil temperature indicator thermometer. An oil thermometer which is common with all oil-filled transformer can be considered as particularly effective protective device when equipped with alarm contacts connected to give remote warning of abnormally high oil temperature. Its location is such that naturally monitors the hottest fluid that exists in the transformer. Switch on fans 60 degrees, alarm 95 degrees and trip 120 degrees Celsius. Overheating of protection of transformer. Switch on fans 60 degrees, alarm 95 degrees Celsius, trip 120 degrees Celsius. So, introduction to generator. Generator is the most precious valuable equipment in power system, which actually converts the mechanical energy of turbine into electricity. Generator actually converts the mechanical energy of turbine into the electricity. Various relays are used to detect abnormalities, and whenever fault condition appear, they can give warning alarms to trip the unit automatically. Generally are provided if the time for operate to take or the fault is likely to the unit. Fault in the generator. Stator faults, phase to phase fault, interturn fault, earth fault 80 to 100%. Rotor, two-stage relay, alarm, trip, over voltage in the rotor. Faults in the generator, two types of stator, rotor. So stator, first one is the phase to phase fault, interturn fault, earth fault 80% to 100%. Second one is rotor, two-stage relay, alarm, trip, over voltage in the rotor. Abnormal operating conditions which affects the generator. Negative phase sequence, loss of excitation, overfluxing protection. Reverse power, speeding, pole slipping or out of step. Abnormal operating conditions which affects the generator, negative phase sequence, loss of excitation, overfluxing protection, reverse power, overspeeding, pole slipping or out of step. So next one, earth fault. When fault current flows through earth return path, the fault is called earth fault. When a fault current flows through the earth return path, the fault is called earth fault. Possible cases are insulation failure due to overheating, failure of water or air circulation through stator conductor. Next one, earth fault may occur between any phase conductor and core. Earth fault may occur between any phase conductor and core. It is usually practiced to limit the earth fault current to avoid the damage to the stator. Standby earth fault. This protection is practically protects 95% of generator winding. Therefore, a current setting of 5% of in to be set. The current is generally limited to about 15 to 20 amperes. Earth fault current is generally limited to about 15 to 20 amperes. Earth fault current of even 100 amperes for a few seconds can cause external damage. So the earth fault is rectified to 100 amperes by providing negative ground reactance of the 63.5 ohms at 11 kVA voltage level. This is a backup protection. Ground fault protection. So G1 generator so connected in earth stator to ground relay. This is the ground fault protection in this circuit diagram. Next one, 100% of stator earth fault. In this protection, where neutral voltage measurement is made at generator terminals, the third harmonic voltage element is used. First, earth fault very near to neutral produces negligible current as driving voltage is nearly zero. But if a second earth fault occurs at machine terminal, line to ground fault is not limited by NGR, negative ground reactance. The resulting fault current can be high, hence the first earth fault very near to neutral as to be detected early and isolated. All generators produce a continuous current of third harmonic voltage. Under normal condition, third harmonic voltage is present. If there is a fault near neutral, the amount of that harmonic voltage comes down, and this is used for detection. Stator earth fall protection. 3 phases, red, yellow, blue. This generator, so CTR current transformer, neutral earth resistant. These are connected current transformers parallel to relay. Stator earth fault protection. Neutral earth resistance. Rotor earth fault. Since rotor circuits operate ungrounded, a single earth fault is caused by insulation failure due to moisture, aging of insulation, or vibration of rotor, etc. But extent of single ground fault increases the chance of a second ground fault. The occurrence of second earth fault can causes fault current flows. These results unsymmetrical flux distribution. These results unsymmetrical flux distribution. The air gap flux is badly disturbed. The rotor is displaced enough to rupt stator, leading to surge vibrations and can damage the bearings. Although a machine can continuously run on a single earth fault, but second rotor earth fault, if allowed to occur, should be detected immediately and generator should be tripped. Immediately and generator should be tripped. Rotor ground fault. Field winding and parallel to connected in generator, positive, negative to positive, and these are DC supply, auxiliary AC supply. Next one is differential protection. A differential protection is very reliable method for stator winding phase to phase fault. In this, currents on both sides of the generator are compared under normal condition or for a fault outside of the protected zone. Current is equal to currents I2S. Current I1 is equal to current I2S. Therefore, the current in the series secondaries are also equal. I1S is equal I2S. And no current flows through the current relay. And no current flows through the current relays. If a fault develops inside of the protected zone, current I1S and I2S are no longer equal. Therefore, I1S and I2S are not equal and therefore a current flowing in the current relay. Differential relay. See the diagram. Generator stator point and IP is equal I1P is equal I2P. So current transformer CT1 and G1 is the generator and CT2 current transformer to main transformer. So starting is this generator star point, so connected to earth. So first restraint to 1, restraint 2, and operating coils. These are 2. I1s, I2s. S is equal I1s is equal I2s. This line is bus bar and CT1 current transformer and connected to generator central G1, and these are connected to CT2 current transformer to going to main transformer. So IP is equal I1P is equal I2P. These are the differential protection transformer diagram. Next one, negative phase sequence protection. When the generator is connected to a balanced load, the phase currents are equal in magnitude and displaced electrically by 120 degrees. The auxiliary transformers wave produced by the stator currents rotate synchronously with the rotor, and no eddy currents are induced in the rotor parts. If there is an unbalanced loading of the generator, and then the stator currents have a negative sequence components. The stator field, due to these negative sequence currents, rotates at synchronous speed, but in a direction opposite to the direction of the field structure on the rotor. Thus, the negative sequence of stator armature MMF rotates at a speed ns negative, while the rotor field speed is positive, synchronous speed is produced. There is a relative velocity of 2ns between the two. These cases double frequency currents of large amplitude to be induced in the rotor conductors and iron part. So both the eddy currents as well as the hysteresis losses increases due to these double frequencies induced currents in the rotor. Unbalanced loading effects, rotor heating, severe vibrations and heating of stator. Rotor heating, severe vibration and heating of stator. Next one, field failure protection. Acts as an induction generator. Possible cases: AVR fault, tripping of field circuit breaker, open circuit or short circuit occurring in the DC circuit, PMG failure. In normal condition, generator when running shares the reactive demand of the system. If excitation fails, synchronous generator runs at a supersynchronous speed, draws reactive power from the power system initiated of supplying the generator. In case the other generators cannot meet the requirement of reactive power, this shall result in large voltage drop, which may ultimately result in instability. This shall result in large voltage drop, which may ultimately result in instability. In this case, slip becomes negative, result in slip frequency. In this case, slip becomes negative, result in slip frequency. Currents. Rotor gets heated up due to induced currents in the rotor winding. Core or damage the winding. If this condition is sustained, stator heats up due to high stator currents due to increase in reactive current from the system. By monitor field current, if phase current and voltage. By monitor field current, if second one phase current and voltage. Next one, reverse power protection. This protection is provided to protect against motoring. A generator is expected to supply active power to the connected system. In normal operation, if the generator prime mover fails, a generator that is connected in a parallel with another source of electrical supply will to begin to motor. This reversal of power flow due to losses of prime mover can be detected by reverse power element. Possible cases: when immediately after synchronizing, control valves are not operated, which may happen due to some fault in the system or some delay by the operating personnel. In case of sudden closure of stop the valves or control valves, when the generator unit is still connected to the grid, reverse power operation is harmful to the turbine, since without steam flow in the turbine. If the turbine continues to rotate, it will result in heating of turbine blades due to charring action. However, the period for the turbine to overheat may vary from a few seconds to minutes, depending upon the turbine and operating conditions. Reverse power flow diagram. So resistance is connected to earth. So generator. So voltage transformer also connected to earth. Reverse of power flow. G means generator. Next one, overfluxing protection. Fundamental voltage equation, flux relation. V is equal 4.44 into N into F into pi. N means number of turns, F means frequency, pi means flux. V by F is equal 4.44 into N into pi. So K into pi is equal, then pi is equal B by A. We can substitute K into B by A. K means constant. V by F is a measure of flux in machine. That means Overfluxing can occur if the ratio of voltage to frequency exceeds certain limits. High voltage or low frequency causing a rise in the voltage ratio of frequency will produce high flux densities. In the magnetic core of the generator, this could causes the core of the machine to saturate and stray flux to be induced in the unlaminated components that have a not designed to carry flux. The resulting eddy currents in the solid components, for example, core, belts, and clamps, and end of core laminations, can cause rapid overheating and damage. For example, core belts, core bolts, and clamps, and end of core laminations can cause rapid overheating and damage. Possible causes: AVR failure, low rejection under manual AVR control, excessive excitation with generator offline, decreasing speed with operator tries to maintain an rated stator voltage, auto to manual transfer of AVR. Possible of cases: AVR failure, load rejection under manual AVR control, excessive excitation with generator offline, decreasing speed with operator tries to maintain in rated stator voltage, auto to manual transfer per AVR. So, last one, conclusion. Relays control output circuits of a much higher power. Relays control output circuits of a much higher power. Open circuit faults, earth faults, phase to phase faults, interturn faults, and overheating are the faults that are likely occur in a transformer. Open circuit faults, earth faults, phase to phase faults, interturn faults, and overheating are the faults that are likely occur in a transformer. Safety is increased. Protective relays are essential for keep equipment from being damaged. Safety is increased. Protective relays are essential for keep equipment from being damaged. So, in this class, I will discuss protection of transformers, generators, Bucklow's relays, earth fault, neutral grounding, stator, rotor, and combined leakage and overload protection of a transformer, and busbar protections. Busbar protection and overheating protection of transformer, and oil temperature indicator, thermometers, differential protection, earth fault failure, causes of failure. These are discussed in this class. I hope all of you understand in this class. Okay, thank you one and all.